Throughout the Queen's long reign, she has been frequently pictured with a Pembroke Welsh Corgi at her feet. She has owned more than 30 corgis since she became Queen in 1952, many of whom were descendants of her very first corgi. When she was still known as Princess Elizabeth, King George VI and the Queen Mother gifted their elder daughter a corgi called Susan, and the dog was by the Queen's side throughout much of the heartache and upheaval of her younger years. When the future Queen was gifted Susan in 1944, the Queen's father King George VI was on the throne and Susan was by the prince's side during the dark years of World War II in Britain. Susan was later Elizabeth's companion when she married the Duke of Edinburgh in 1947, and the princess reportedly loved Susan so much that she sneaked the pooch into the carriage with her after her wedding on the way to Hampshire. The Queen was said to have hidden the corgi under a pile of blankets, and Susan would later join the newlyweds on their honeymoon in Scotland. Susan was around when the princess became a mother upon the birth of Prince Charles in 1948 and Princess Anne 2 years later. Read more. Jubilee Row explodes as Harry and Meghan told they are not welcome, and when King George VI died in 1952, the corgi was there to comfort and support the new queen in her time of heartbreak. Susan was also the Queen's faithful companion when her beloved paternal grandmother Queen Mary died in 1953 shortly before her coronation. Susan died in 1959 and the Queen was said to be devastated by the loss of her canine friend. She personally designed the gravestone for Susan's plot at the pet cemetery located at Sandringham House, and in the inscription, Susan is referred to as the Queen's faithful companion. Many of the Queen's corgis and dorges, dachshund and corgi crossbreed, over the years have been descendants of Susan. The Queen's dogs have gained almost celebrity recognition over the years, appearing in magazines, newspaper articles and portraits of the Queen. An animated film, The Queen's Corgi, was released in 2019 and was inspired by the Queen's love of the dog breed. The Queen's dogs were even broadcast trotting alongside James Bond at Buckingham Palace in the London 2012 Olympics skit the Queen took part in. The Queen is still thought to own several dogs now, including 2 corgis, one of which is called Mick. Read more. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry's popularity slumped to crushing low. A corgi puppy named Fergus died last year, and Prince Andrew and his daughters Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie were thought to have gifted the Queen another corgi. The Queen also has a new dog, a Cocker Spaniel named Lissy, and an elderly doggy called Candy. Candy delighted royal fans with an appearance at Windsor Castle earlier this year while the Queen was looking through Jubilee memorabilia and letters. The Queen uttered, "And where did you come from?" as she offered the pooch a little stroke. She added, "I know what you want."